We have here those who are already present, Mr. Diego Morales, our friend and Secretary of State from Indiana, with his wife. Today is a working day, and also the Capitol Hill is working this evening in DC. So a lot of commemoration of our freedom. It is a tribute to courage, resilience, and spirit of people of India. It's a time to reflect on our journey, to remember those who sacrificed their lives, and to envision the path that lies ahead. We remember the countless freedom fighters who laid down their lives for the cause of independence. From the fiery spirit of Bhagat Singh to the non-violent resistance of Mahatma Gandhi and the leadership of Subhash Chandra Bose, our freedom was won by relentless effort of freedom. We did not forget our unsung heroes, the ordinary Indians who participated in the Quit India movement, the Short March, and other acts of civil disobedience for the first time in the world. Their courage and determination continue to inspire us today. As we honor their memorial, let us also recognize for which they fought: justice, equality, liberty, fraternity, and democracy. 78 years ago, when we gained our independence, we also experienced the trauma of India's partition, a division that caused immense suffering and displaced millions. The partition of India in 1947 was not just a political boundary drawn on a map. It was a human tragedy that reshaped the destinies of millions. Families were torn apart, communities were uprooted, people suffered and died, and the subcontinent was divided in one of the largest mass migrations in history. Emerged a new nation that, despite its pain, impoverishment, and deprived millions, chose the path of democracy, peace, and pluralism. The geopolitical significance for Asia and for the broader world of the rise of the world's largest democracy from the ruins of colonial rule cannot be overstated. This significance is more today than it ever was in the past. India's constitution is a living document emerging out of human experience under the autocratic and unrepresentative rules, and India's own civilization has been strengthened over the years by the active participation of citizens, by the integrity and independence of India's apolitical judiciary, and by the world's largest, linguistically most diverse and freest media. This year, we witness not just a testament to the vibrancy of Indian democracy, but also an event of global significance. The elections were conducted in a manner that was peaceful, fair, and transparent. Elections involved debates and showcased the widest possible freedom of speech seen in any country. The 2024 elections demonstrated the strength of India's democratic institutions and the maturity of the largest and most diverse electorate on the planet.
Let me be the first one to say Happy 78th Independence Day of India. Thank you for having me here tonight, Consul General Sumat. God, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for all you do. You know that you are always welcome in Indiana. And you know why? India, nah. You wonder why Indiana and India are so special. I would like to recognize so many federal, state, city public, and many consul generals in attendance here today, many which I have met thank you for coming. You know, some of us made the trip today. I'd like to recognize a dear friend of all of us from Indiana who made the trip here, my good friend Rashu Chintala. Where is Rashu? Thank you for being here, Rashu. And of course, Tony Ferraro is here as well, a good friend of mine. But of course, I could not be doing this without my beautiful wife, Sidonia, who is right by my side every single time. So thank you for being here with me. My name is Diego Morales, for some of you who I have not met yet. The first Hispanic, the first Latino Secretary of State in the history of Indiana. You know, I am here simply to wish you a happy Independence Day. But also, I'm here to thank you for bringing your culture, your traditions, your customs, and most importantly, your food. I love Indian food, so thank you. Now, I want you to know why I have visited the Taj Mahal. And I can tell you that I saw nothing but the wonderful and kind people from India. The best bilateral relationships between Indiana and India. And I am focusing on foreign trade. In fact, I'm here as well also to say thank you because just recently India has agreed to reduce tariffs on turkey and dog imports from the US and Indiana. So thank you for doing that for us.
I proudly serve as state representative for Illinois 16th District. I represent Skokie, Lincolnwood, West Rogers Park, which are familiar with Devon Avenue. I'm proud to represent the largest Indian American population in the state, the largest South Asian population, the largest Asian American community in Illinois. And it's been an incredible privilege to serve the district that I grew up in. My parents still live in Skokie. It's a community that helped make me the person that I am today, a community that supports immigrants, and that's part of the reason why I got into public services, to ensure that we invest in all the services and institutions that allow immigrant and working families to come to this country and thrive.
Independence. India has had a profound effect on America. As you can tell, I'm standing up here today. Mayor Patel, the only one right now in America, but the number of Indian elected officials that we have is just astounding, and it's growing. And also, if you look at Indian influence on the United States in general, in business, in culture, of course, in our food, it's everywhere, and it's growing. And really, the community represents some of the best and brightest that we see across all industries, across all levels of American life. So it's a wonderful testament to India. I have such amazing Indian pride in India. I'm only looking after Indian. I feel so Indian, especially when I'm saying like tonight. So congratulations on the 70th anniversary of the independence.
Thanks to you all from the western coast of Illinois. Moline is tough time to get us to this Independence Day. So I want to bow down my head for them and giving us the independence. As you all know, America and India have so much in common, yet they are unique. America being the oldest democracy and India the largest, both are the greatest democracies in the world. The Indian-American community is constantly working hard and is contributing towards the growth of the country. Thank you, Somnaji, CG, for inviting us here. This is a beautiful event. God bless America, God bless India, and God bless their partnership. Thank you.
Helping to build and shape Chicago into a global life.
Consul General, happy Independence Day, 78th of India. Let's hear about your greetings to the people of diaspora and the friends of India.
Thank you. My greetings are not only to the diaspora but friends of America. You are very right. I talked about in my speech today about the great Indian election, the implications of 640 million, more than that, two-thirds of our electorate braving the sun, the summer, cruel summer, going to elections, casting their vote, the peaceful taking over of a new government. So all these can happen in India. It has tremendous implications for everybody who loves freedom, who loves democracy in this world. I also talked about the India-USA relations, the partnership, not only for democracy, but also for innovation, for economic growth, and what the India is contributing to the world. Today, more than 15% of world growth, annual growth, comes from India, and this will increase. Today, innovation is not possible if the Indian talents are not there. So it's a tremendous time. We have lots of responsibility to grow and to make the world better. And we have also talked about the sustainable and inclusive development that we dream of. So on the whole, it is important moment after 78 years of independence, where we are, what we are, and where we are going. So that's what we did, and I'm so happy. You saw the attendance, large number of people. We wouldn't have room to get more. So it's spontaneous. I'm so happy that so many people have come. They are congratulating with each other. They're enjoying. It's a celebration of freedom. It's a celebration of democracy. That's what we are doing.
Thank you so very much, really. Appreciate your time.
Namaskar.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
India and Indiana. And my family has a very strong relationship and ties to Indiana. My brother came to Notre Dame in 1989.
Go Irish.
Go Irish. First time someone migrated on August the 10th, 1989 from New Delhi, coming all the way to Notre Dame. So when we talk about that, fighting Irish, and with me is Mr. Doug from Indiana, Secretary of State, a very responsible position when we talk about that. First of all, thank you all the way coming from Indianapolis and celebrating with us.
Well, first of all, Diego Morales, Indiana Secretary of State. I'm here to wish the Indian community a happy Independence Day. We are so blessed that we have a vibrant Indian community in Indianapolis, but all across the state. And my job as the Secretary of State is to serve all communities. So I want you to know that the Indian community is growing, and they contribute so much in our state of Indiana. So we are so blessed to have a great Indian community in Indiana.
Small business owners, let this be, they are into different fields. They do have gas stations. When we talk about food industry, when we talk about physicians, they are engineers, software, you name it. So as I was listening to your speech, you said that you really want to work because the oldest democracy and the largest democracy have to work together. And out of that 50 states, Indiana and India, I think, share much more because it's just two words different.
Well, Indiana is the best state in the union.
Yes.
I brag on Indiana because, first and foremost, according to Forbes magazine, Indiana was named as the #1 state to start a business. And you know where they can start the business? In the Secretary of State's office.
Yes, of course.
Number 2, we have the best crops, the best corn, the best soybean. We produce a lot of crops in Indiana, but also we have manufacturing. We have auto manufacturing plants in Indiana. We have, we are almost 7 million people in Indiana. We have the best universities. You said Notre Dame, but also we have Indiana University, we have Purdue, and we have many others. Those are the top 3 that I mentioned, but we have many others. So I just want you to know what makes Indiana so special is the people, including the Indian community in Indiana.
Thank you so very much. We really appreciate your time, all the way coming from there to the state of Illinois. And Michigan.
Well, again, Diego Morales, Secretary of State of Indiana, please come and see us, come and visit Indiana. That Indiana is open for business. We welcome any small, medium, or large businesses to come to Indiana. You can start your business in Indiana on the same day if you come. So come and see us. You're all more than welcome and invited.
Are you listening? Anywhere you are. So let's go to Indiana. And geographically also, when we talk about the location-wise in the Midwest, so this is one of the best locations.
And we have the best airport. You know, it only takes 2 to 3 minutes to go through security in our airport. The airport in Indianapolis is being voted for many times as the best airport in America. So we have good roads, we have good ports. We have 2 rivers, but we have great ports. As I said, Indiana is open for business. We want to welcome everyone. So come and see us. It doesn't matter where you are from. Come and see us because you are welcome specifically in the Secretary of State's office, in the office of Diego Morales, Secretary of State.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time. Namaskar.